Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you today with an article from townhall.com dated December 14th, and it says today's FBI, the nation's top criminal organization. But right off the bat, I'm going to say I agree with that, but let's see what this says and maybe it'll change my mind or we'll see. It says the innumerable ways the FBI has broken the law in recent years is disheartening. What is supposed to be our top law enforcement agency is instead the foremost lawbreaker that our nation has had to endure. It says from Trump's alleged Russian collusion to the January 6th Fedsurrection, the FBI has been busy undermining our Constitution, our laws, our elections, and our freedom. FBI Director Christopher it should say Wray, not Wary. Christopher Wray belongs in federal prison along with at least a dozen other FBI top officials, past or present. So this is a long line of black marks, and again, I don't disagree with that prior statement. Because a recent investigation has uncovered yet another of the FBI's travesties. America First Legal reveals that during the early days of President Trump's administration, the FBI actively thwarted his nominees from being approved for various positions. Acting in a highly partisan way, favoring Democrats, the FBI sought and aggrandized one minor issue after another to prevent Trump's nominees from being approved. Concurrently, they benefited those who might prove to be in opposition to Trump. As such, they vigorously undermined Donald Trump's ability to stock his administration with people akin to his programs and policies. As the Privacy Act of 1974 dictates a code of practices that govern the collection of information on individuals by federal agencies and how that information is to be disseminated. The FBI intentionally failed on many fronts to maintain the guidelines of the act. In doing so, the FBI knew that withdrawing protection from Trump's nominees during background investigations would publicly wound nominees. Yeah, so the FBI is basically an anti-American organization now and a criminal organization, as this says. Defund it. It says undermining a president and a presidential administration by vastly limiting the president's ability to make appointments is treason and part of a long line of black marks against the FBI. And it says Kavanaugh falsely accused. And I think we know what this is going to say. It says, as America First Legal uncovered, the FBI routinely provided lists of potential nominees to U.S. Senate committee members that intentionally did not filter out unsubstantiated accusations and allegations. In the case of Judge Brett Kavanaugh, fortunately, now Associate Justice Kavanaugh, the FBI went to great lengths to smear him during the vetting process. In its report issued this November, AFL said in 2018, due to concerns that Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh may have committed inappropriate activities when he was a minor, the Senate Judiciary Committee, induced by the FBI, sought a supplemental investigation into the allegations right when Kavanaugh was on the brink of otherwise being confirmed. As we all know the ordeal that Justice Kavanaugh endured, and it is now known that it was completely unfounded. It was orchestrated by those who wanted to cripple Donald Trump's administration and his opponents. Yeah, this sounds very much like treason to me. Many of Trump's nominees to other important positions were denied confirmation because of how the FBI conducted itself. And these nominees included Representative Ronnie Jackson, Representative Darrell Issa, Judge Jeffrey Band, and Judge William Bryan. I'll have to look. I know the first two because they're in Congress right now, as it says, are representatives, but I don't know about the other two. I'll have to see what they were up for. I don't remember that. So accountability when? Because we on the right would like to know when anyone at the FBI will be held accountable. It is not rocket science to determine the illegal players, and these include FBI officials who acted contrary to their job description and the honor code of the FBI and who testified untruthfully before Congress. As the Biden administration has continued down the same path, paving the way for the FBI and DOJ to thwart the nomination process to benefit the left and penalize the right. While many of our federal agencies have been weaponized and politicized, a tactic perfected by Barack Obama during his administration, yep, and that's a key point, says it is especially egregious when the premier law enforcement agencies are at the top of the list. It has long been known that the FBI's top brass was opposed to Donald Trump as a politician and a person. Peter Strzok, among so many others, was outright antagonistic. Yep, and if you don't know who that is, go look him up. He's a huge piece of the Russiagate scandal that we now know that Trump had absolutely nothing to do with, and it was a Hillary Clinton op. Says in May 2023, John Durham special counsel report concluded that the FBI's handling of Trump's campaign election nominations was seriously deficient. While House Republicans continually call for new FBI guidelines, but little has happened thus far. When is enough enough? And yeah, Republicans, when are you going to do something about this? It says, how long can such tactics continue? When will someone, including those on the left, say this is enough? Is it worth destroying our republic, totally losing the confidence of the American populace, and becoming a pitiful example to the rest of the world? And that's very much the train that we're on right now is heading to that. Is how long will it be before someone in a position of authority among Democrats stands for truth, justice, integrity in government, and service to the American public as originally intended? Hopefully, nobody. But yeah, I mean, I agree with everything that was said in this article. It's kind of a little bit of an eye opener. But yeah, What do you guys think about this? Do you think that today's FBI is the nation's top criminal organization? What do you think should happen to the FBI? Do you think it should still exist? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.